What's up, YouTube squad? It's your man Olafome, aka MasterZedX, aka you know the rest. 2-star dungeons are out on Throne and Liberty, and I'm back with tutorial videos on how to complete them. This guide is for the 2-star dungeon boss on Carmine Rage Island, Gayan, the Red Goblin King. Gayan has one major boss mechanic and 6 attack patterns. I'll start by explaining the 6 attack moves, but it's important to note that damage patterns can change based on the damage output of the party. First, he begins with axe swings, and he eventually does axe spins. He then does an AoE slam that splits 3 ways, which can be dodged. After these 3 attack patterns, depending on the damage output of the party, his order of attack might change, so I will just list his capabilities. He will do a charge attack which must be dodged or outran from the range. This charge attack will be done 3 times, and he will be focusing on attacking the farthest player from his location. Getting hit by this will stun you and you will take huge damage. Next, he will throw lava in the air that must be blocked or dodged. It's important to parry this or take huge damage. Lastly is his axe whirlwind. He will stomp on the ground and create a black smoke that will surround him, and you must get closer to avoid his large AoE whirlwind strike. Now moving on to his major boss mechanic. Beginning at 80%, Gayan will activate his major boss mechanic, which will be to create a pool of lava in melee range around him and spawn 4 pillars that will chain 4 of the party members to each of them. Players that are chained to the pillars have to begin moving accordingly to avoid his shockwave damage. To avoid his shockwaves successfully as a player chained to the pillar, it's important to note he will always rotate his shockwaves clockwise to move counterclockwise to avoid taking damage, because you will get stunned after your pillar is destroyed by the shockwave. Pro tip: the first pillar he destroys will be on the player that was pulled last. In this same major boss mechanic, he will also mark a player in the party who will have an axe icon over their head, and he will send a homing axe to that player. Player with the icon should run away from the party to avoid spreading the damage in the party, and after the homing ends, it kills the person that was marked. Wherever it ends, it will leave a pool of lava, to avoid that as well. After that mechanic, it's basically rinse and repeat. This boss is another boss like many of Throne and Liberty bosses of attrition. It's a boss of attrition, so it's not about doing damage per se, but making sure you're successfully blocking, dodging, and paying attention to his mechanics each time he does it. And he does the same thing over and over, so once you get it down, it's basically like, it's easy shit, bro. Like, I up a bunch of times. I gotta bleep that. Anyway, but shout outs to my team, Merc, you feel me? Castleton, we're recruiting. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this guide. The Carmine Rage Island boss, Gaitan or Gayan, however you call it. If you find this guide video helpful, be sure to let me know by leaving a like and leaving a comment. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.